Ding dong. Hello, welcome to the stream. Hi, I am made in China to 11. You can call me Chris. I don't know why I am doing this accent. I don't know where it's from. Maybe French, maybe somewhere else. Hi. Yeah, welcome to. What is this accent, LMFAO? Oh, I'm trying. I'm just freewheeling, free flowing, free balling, free birding. If I am free as a bird. Hello. Wow. W-O-W. Wow. Hi. We are doing Kingdom Hearts today. Wow, what a surprise. Except I'm gonna be undertaking the task of a lifetime and attempt to explain the mobile games and how they tie into the main games. It's gonna be mostly from memory. It's gonna be very roughshod, if that's a word. And I'm gonna do my best. Oh boy. And mostly how it pertains to Kingdom Hearts 3, which is gonna be the next game in the series. Wow, so much fun! And how it pertains to other games we've played. So, without further ado, I'm gonna start. Hello? Can I scoot over, please? Yeah, there we go. Okay. Say, fellas, did someone mention the door to darkness? Do you remember Kingdom Hearts 2? Wow, what a great time. What a great time that was. You didn't flinch needlessly or take 5 minutes to recover when you landed. Those were the days. Anyways, we're getting back to that seamless gameplay. So we're doing Kingdom Hearts. And what games are we talking about right now? Today we're talking about Unchained Key, and key written like Keyblade, of course, because things can't ever be normal, / Union. And that's not key, it's cross. It's Union Cross, because F you. Is it too early in the stream to start swearing? I don't know. Yeah, so Unchained Key and Union Cross. Wow! So, if we're going to be talking about all that, we got to go all the way to the very tippity top beginning. So we have... Did I take too much room up here with this? No, it's fine. We have the Master of Masters. So he's the tippity top guy. Very mysterious. We don't know him. I will say this is all in the distant past. I should have written that in blue. Whatever. I'm too lazy to fix it at this point. And he has 6 apprentices. One of them is Lushu. He is kind of his own 6th thing. And then Master of Masters also had 5 other apprentices who were the Union leaders. And they were Envy, Aced, Ira, Ava, and Gula. And these 5 here are all union leaders. They lead their unions, which I guess I should also write out. So, let's see. Gula here was the leader of, what was it called? Leopardus, that's right. Leopardus. I just said too early to swear, and then I swear when I forgot. Ava was Vulpes. If you can't tell, they're all animals. And actually, all of these guys, their names, are derived from... I don't remember the origin, but they're derived from names for the 7 deadly sins. So Lushu is Luxuria or Luxuria, which is lust. So just a fun thing. I don't know what the rest of them are, but you know, well, envy I guess is envy, but I don't even know if that's true. I said Ira leads Unicornus. Is that how you spell Unicornus? You know what? I'm gonna pull up a little. I'm gonna pull up Kingdom Hearts wiki just to make sure I get the spelling right. Let's see. Foretellers. Kingdom Hearts unions. Boop. 5 factions. Yep. Come on, let's load. Get a move on. Okay, here we go. Union. You have Unicornus. It's an IS. Boop. That's so unicorny. Ha 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 ha. Aced leads Ursus. And a fun little character design about all of these guys. These 5, they wear cool robes, really dope robes, and an animal mask that represents what union they're in. So like a leopard mask, fox mask, a unicorn mask, a bear mask, and a snake mask. What was theirs again? Anguis? Angui. Yeah. So yeah, that's their, The two sins not represented in the foretellers are luxuria, lust, lushu, and superbia, pride, superb. I wonder if Master of Masters is going to end up being pride, and then he, yeah, his name probably has something to do with superbia. I'll branch this with a black marker. So, Master of Masters at the beginning of Unchained Key and Union Cross disappears. Wow. How do you spell disappears? Yeah, two P's? I think there's two P's. All right, so I'm going to turn this music down a little bit. There. Okay, so Master of Masters disappears at the beginning of Unchained Key. These guys are all here, and they're leading their unions. I'm going to add a little... Excuse me, don't fall over, marker. I'm going to add a little thing here. I'm going to do player character. Because in the mobile games, you create your own character. Wow! Yep. And the player character chooses a union to join. And the unions themselves, they're just like organizations that are just unions. So I'll just star that. The unions are just organizations that Keyblade wielders belong to. They each one, they just kind of lead their own thing. They have their own what is the word? Not goals, but like wills and their own like way of doing things. Like Aced is the brute force, like head first, I'm just gonna smash my way through all my problems. And in this, the world they're in is called Daybreak Town, which is nice, you know? It's kind of like the opposite of Twilight Town. I didn't write town. Yeah, and Daybreak Town is where all the Keyblade wielders live, exist, and kind of cohabitate. There, I assume... I mean, I can only assume there are other worlds out there, because it's not just Keyblade wielders, because who's given birth to these Keyblade wielders? It's a big world out there. Daybreak Town is just like the gathering of Keyblade wielders. And this is also before the world split into all the different worlds, all the Disney worlds. So it's all one big place. I'm going to take the headphones off because the music is distracting me. Oh no, I kicked the light. Oh no. Oh no. Arnar. My friends and I like to say Arnar because accents are funny, if you couldn't tell by the beginning of this stream. So Daybreak Town is one giant place where all the Keyblade wielders hang out and live and stuff. And they are tasked with collecting... Oh, stop knocking markers over. So I will say... where Keyblade... How do you spell wield? No, I know that's wrong. Wielders live. Wow. So yeah, that's where they live. And their mission is to collect little fragments of light, I guess. Lux. And those fragments of light are called Lux. Because the darkness, of course there's darkness, is trying to take over by eating up all the Lux. And so the Keyblade wielders are sent out to destroy Heartless and collect the Lux that they are trying to gobble up. Now, hello, plane. Now, in-game, the Keyblade wielders do travel to the Disney worlds, and the way that's explained is that the Disney worlds are manifestations from what is called the Book of Prophecies. Wow. Is that how you spell prophecies? I mean, I know prophecy singular is prophecies. Book of Prophecies. C-I-E-S? God, I haven't needed to spell in a while. P-R-O-P-H-O-C-I-E-S. Prophecies. It's wait. Oh, it's E-C-I-E-S. Words are hard. They are indeed. Oh, I did spell it right. Prophecies. And the Book of Prophecies is exactly what it is. It's a book of prophecies. It tells the future. Tells future. And then I will connect these two. I will say, yeah, so the Book of Prophecies connects Daybreak Town with Disney Worlds. Yeah, so even though your player characters go and they interact with the characters from Disney Worlds and blah, 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 it doesn't actually happen. It's just a manifestation, an illusion almost, because that's where the Heartless are trying to gobble up all the Lux, so the Keyblade wielders are like, don't do that. Stop. Lore-wise, doesn't really make sense in terms of the worlds, but gameplay-wise, it's there so that you can go fight Heartless in familiar Disney worlds. And now the Book of Prophecies was created by the Master of Masters. And each... Oh, I guess I should say that they're also all called foretellers. The Master of Masters apprentices, his 6 apprentices, they're called foretellers. Each foreteller has one. And I guess I will write this important... No... Let me start there. Da da da. Da da da. Da da da. Ooh, stop it. My fingies are gonna accidentally erase something. Da da da. Alright. And so black stars are unions, red stars are foretellers. Wow. Look at this. Look at this setup. The important thing about the Book of Prophecies is that it has a lost page. And guess what? That lost page tells of a traitor and the, here it is, Keyblade War. Wow. Keyblade. And it tells of the Keyblade War. Whoa, whoa. Remember from Birth by Sleep when they were in the Keyblade graveyard and Xehanort's like, the Keyblade War brought about Kingdom Hearts, and now I'm going to do it again. And yeah, so this is all the back lore of that kind of shit. Yeah, Masters, blah, blah, blah. I'm gonna take a picture of this. It's gonna be a good picture. give me just one moment, please. Yeah, so, oh god. Yep, that's good. That's good. Yeah, that's fine. It has that weird grainy iPad camera look, but, you know, whatever.
No, it's fine, but thank you for offering.
Sam has offered to take pictures. But no, I'll do it myself. Okay, so that is the setup. That is the setting of Unchained Key and Union Cross. Master of Masters existed. He had the book. He created the Book of Prophecies, which tells the future, including a lost page which tells of a traitor among the foretellers, and the Keyblade War, which will bring ruin to all. And obviously, everyone's like, well, let's, prevent that. And the Master of Masters disappears, so that's bad. So, let's start with, I guess this is covered in back cover, but foretellers argue over traitor. Who is the traitor? Discord sown among them. Discord sown. They, I'll say act independently. And now I'm gonna add this little thing about player character. Kind of doesn't really know about all this stuff. PC goes about their day. PC goes about their life with Chirithy. And we will meet a Chirithy in Kingdom Hearts 3. So Chirithy is an important existence. Every Keyblade wielder has one. Every Keyblade... I'm just going to shorten Keyblade wielder to KW because that saves time and space. Every Keyblade wielder has one. And what they are is... they were created by the Master of Masters and the Foretellers. And they are essentially the first spirit. So you know how Dream Eaters and Nightmares are spirits? Chirithys are the first. Well, spirits are the good Dream Eaters, Nightmares are the bad Dream Eaters. So, they are the first spirit. Or I guess S, spirits. And they, they accompany every Keyblade wielder, and they're like, hey, let's go here. We're kind of like your guide and your helpful helpers. And so, yeah, it's really nice. Every Keyblade wielder has one. But over the course of Unchained Key, player character starts to run into... should I write this? I'll write this with red. Since they are spirits, that means there's also nightmares. Oh, that is an M, not an N. Nightmare Chirithy. That means an evil Chirithy. And that also means... it's the Chirithy of a Keyblade wielder who has fallen to darkness. Bummer, And the Keyblade wielders that have fallen to darkness are called... Not making this up. Darklings. Yeah. So, Nightmare Chirithys, or a Nightmare you only really meet one. A Nightmare Chirthy leads the Darklings, which are the Keyblade wielders who have fallen to darkness. Big bummer. Big bummer. Don't forget to stay hydrated. That is important. At least that's what Sam tells me. So anyway, each of the foretellers are acting independently. You know, Ira, the big leader, he's voiced by Matt Mercer, and he's like, we have to stay together to band against the darkness. I have to lead the unions so that we don't fall into a Keyblade war. And Ased, who is kind of an asshole, is just like, fuck you. I'm gonna recruit as many Keyblade wielders as possible to protect all the Lux because I can't trust any of you. And so that starts to happen. I think an interesting one that I'm gonna note here, Gula. Gula wants to summon Kingdom Hearts to lure back the Master of Masters. He's like, the Master of Masters abandoned us. It's all going to shit. He knows the future. He'll know how to stop this whole thing. So I'm gonna summon Kingdom Hearts to get the Master of Masters to come back. And he makes an alliance with Ased, who just wants to collect as much Lux as possible to protect it from darkness. But Ira comes in, and he's like, Ira forbids it, and he's like, yo, no alliances, because that means it's like the other people are left out of the loop, and that means you're like allying against them, and that's fucked up, and we're trying not to have a fight. I should also note that each foreteller, I'm gonna write this in blue to make it better, easier to see. The Master of Masters gave each foreteller a mission. Okay, so we don't really know what everyone's mission is, or at least I don't remember what everyone's mission is, but Ava has a very important mission. Where do I write this? Ava, her mission is to recruit the Dandelions. And the Dandelions, they're supposed to avoid the Keyblade War. Avoid Keyblade War and survive into the future. Wow, look at that. One particular character that gets recruited into the Dandelions, or I guess two important characters. Well, technically all the future important characters are going to be recruited by Ava, but two that we have met during the game are... She recruits Ephemer, who we will actually see in Kingdom Hearts 3, and Skuld. Wow, look at that. Ephemer and Skilda. Oh my goodness, they're so important. And they are characters that the player character has met, and they've done stuff together, including sneaking into the foreteller's chambers. They get reprimanded for that, blah, blah, blah. But, you know, they think something's up. And then Ephemer disappears. And then we find out later it's because he was recruited into the Dandelions, and so he's already gone to, like, where all the Dandelions are hanging out so that they don't get caught up in the Keyblade War. So I'm gonna write in the middle here, I'm gonna better format this here. This is too big. I'm just gonna put lure MOM with Kingdom Hearts. Wow. And so all the unrest causes Keyblade wielders to start fighting each other. Sad. So the player characters is seeing all these other Keyblade wielders start to get into fights with each other, going, "You're hoarding the Lux. You're trying to keep it for yourself for the darkness, cause you're a traitor, aren't you?" And other Keyblade wielders are like, "That's something a traitor would say." And then drama happens, and yeah, they start fighting each other. It's sad. We don't like it. It's on the ground to take a picture. That's smart. Look at me being smart. Ooh. Yeah. So yeah, all the Keyblade wielders start fighting each other, and it's not great, and it's a bad time. But the actual incident that it literally rings a bell to start the Keyblade War. For that we need to talk about Lushu. So, Lushu, he's given a mission which is to protect the black box and also to take the gazing eye into the future. Now, the gazing eye is I don't know if it's his literal eyeball, but it's a Master of Masters eye that allows him to see the future. And that's how he writes the Book of Prophecies, is that the gazing eye goes into the future, and it allows the Master of Masters of the past to see what happens, and then he can write the Book of Prophecies from it. And so he writes the Book of Prophecies. Wow, he writes a bop! It's a bop, you know? Oh, man, this is tiring. He writes the Book of Prophecies. Wow! And the gazing eye is located in the no-name Keyblade. In no-name Keyblade, which is also known as Xehanort's Keyblade. Dun dun dun. You know that Keyblade that Xehanort uses, that cool dark design with the eye in it? That's Xehanort's Keyblade. So yeah, Lushu is tasked with bringing the gazing eye into the future, as well as protecting the black. Jesus, Nomura really said have all the lore. Yes, he did. This is also a mobile game that was like going for 5 years. So it was like 5 years of just, a lot of it was just like, hey, we'll fight some cool Heartless. Here's some like, MMO stuff, join parties and stuff. Oh, here's like a holiday themed Heartless battle. That's fun. But then, in between that, he was like, lore.
Lore! I'm technically still in Unchained Key. I'm not even at Union Cross yet. Ah! So yeah, he gives him the gazing eye, to give it to the future, so pass it on to, what is the word? Students? Yeah, pass it on from from master to apprentice, and that to another apprentice, to just keep it going into the future so that the Master of Masters knows what happens. Which means that the Master of Masters even knows what happens in the Kingdom Hearts games. So, like, he knows beyond the Keyblade War and everything. So yeah, also to protect the black box, do not open it, blah, blah, blah. We don't know what's in it. However, he told Luciu what was in it, and when he told Luciu was like, what? And didn't really get it. So yes, the defining incident that caused the Keyblade War was when Luciu talked with Ava. And basically, Luciu was like, hey, this is the future. This is part of the Master of Masters plans. The war, all that shit, that's what the Master of Masters wants. And so Ava was like, it's not true. She followed her mission, which was to recruit the dandelions and all that stuff. But, she didn't really want to just let it all happen. She still wanted to try to prevent it to save lives and stuff. But, yep. They fight, and the clash between the two Keyblades of the two foretellers, who are super strong, it sends a shockwave throughout town, and that shockwave literally rings the bell, which causes all the Keyblade wielders to be like, foretellers fighting, traitors, nobody can be trusted. Clash, rings, bell, starting the Keyblade War. Now, a quick aside is for a character named Strelitzia. Is that how you spell that name? Yep. Strelitzia. Strelitzia has crush on player character. And I can only assume because, well, you know what? No. She has a crush on the player character no matter if you're a boy, girl, everything in between. She has a crush on it. So Strelitzia, pansexual, confirmed. She will like you because you are you. So she has a crush on the player character, and she tries to invite the player character to dandelions. But unfortunately, before she's able to, she is killed. Killed by unknown assailant. So yeah, big bummer. Big bummer. Let's see. So, that's a quick aside about Strelitzia. That happens right before the Keyblade War. Keyblade War happens! War! War! What is it even good for? Absolutely nothing! War is bad. War never changes. Other sayings about war. So yeah, the Keyblade War happens. War! Bad. Keyblade wielders fighting. Foretellers fighting. The player character is still there. The player character is in the Keyblade War. Because, uh-oh, don't run out on me now. The player character rejected the dandelion invitation. Because they wanted to stop the war. They failed. They were unable to stop the war. What a shock. The player character rejected the dandelion invitation because they wanted to stop the war. They eventually collapse from exhaustion because they fight the foretellers, and the foretellers are these super strong level 100 super bosses. And yeah. Collapses during the war. Is the music suddenly a lot louder? I'm gonna turn it down just a little more. So, collapses during war. But oh my goodness, what's this? 2 figures, 3 technically, emerge from nowhere. Ephemer and Scald and, you know, and player character Chirthy. They save the player character and then bring them to the dandelions. Not to, like, the organization, but, like, to where the dandelions are hiding out, which I will talk about next, because Jesus Christ, this is so much stuff. The war creates the Keyblade graveyard. Okay. Technically, this is all stuff that was released before Kingdom Hearts 3, so this is lore that you could possibly know going into Kingdom Hearts. This is lore you could know going into Kingdom Hearts 3. But now we move into Kingdom Hearts Union Cross, which is some of it was before Kingdom Hearts 3, some of it was not before Kingdom Hearts 3. So it's just depends. Union Cross is also a crazy cockamamie thing. Okay, so I'm gonna reveal some stuff that wasn't revealed until farther into Union Cross, but I'm just gonna reveal it at the beginning because fuck it. What's this? Player character is resurrected in a place that seems like, what the fuck? I don't know. Oh, there we go. And that place is New Daybreak Town. That's what I am calling it. So the New Daybreak Town, at the beginning of Union Cross, which is what the updated Unchained Key is. Well, alright. Technically, all that up until the Keyblade War is what, Kingdom Hearts Key was. The original, I think it was a phone game? No, or maybe it was a browser game. Yeah, the original game, Kingdom Hearts Key, was all the stuff up until, up until the Keyblade War. Now, Unchained Key and Union Cross, Unchained Key is basically the mobile version of Key, where they started using medals instead of cards, and the gameplay changed a little bit. But Unchained Key basically is Key, but with a little bit further into the future. And then it became Union Cross when they started doing actual multiplayer, where you could play the game at the same time with other people to team up against Heartless. Neat gameplay, but it's dead now, unfortunately. So, the player character awakes in New Daybreak Town, And what New Daybreak Town is, because fuck you, New Daybreak Town is just a digitized version of Daybreak Town. So we know that you can digitize things based on Kingdom Hearts 2. You can turn entire worlds into data, like how Ansem the Wise / Diz, Darkness in Zero, what a nickname, and Diz created a digital Twilight Town and then populated it with digital people. But that's essentially the same thing happened here. The Master of Masters, in his fancy tower of computers and knowledge, you could honestly say that the Master of Masters got the knowledge from the future because the Gazing Eye went into the future, but that's really getting into the nitty gritty. But he created a digital copy of Daybreak Town, and all the other Disney worlds, so that the Keyblade wielders of the Dandelions could hide out and not be a part of the Keyblade War and end up surviving the Keyblade War. So, New Daybreak Town, where the player character awakes, is the digitized version. I will also write along with Disney Worlds. Wow. The Dandelions live here. Live here. But here's the thing. All the Dandelions, they weren't supposed to know that the Keyblade War happened, because that would really fuck with their sense of reality. It'd be like, oh, we're living in a simulation? Like the Matrix? No. So, all the Dandelions had their memories. I'm not going to say erased. I'm just going to say altered. So that they think they are in the real Daybreak Town, and they still think it's before the Keyblade War. A little fucked up, little Matrixy, but that's what the plan was, and that's how they survived the Keyblade War. So, I mean, they're not dead, at least. So, New Daybreak Town, digitized version, along with Disney Worlds. The Dandelions live here. The player character also lives here. I don't think their memories were altered because they still have the memories of the Keyblade War and all that stuff because they didn't go in the conventional way. But Chirithy, the player character Chirithy keeps saying, "Wow, what a weird dream you're having. That was just a dream." Nope, didn't happen. It was all a dream. And so the only ones who remember what happened are the 5 new union leaders. Is this how I want to format this? Okay. I'll just say they retain memory, and they don't split up. They're 5 new union leaders, but they don't split everyone up into new unions. They keep everyone in one union. They don't split it up. Gameplay wise, that isn't what happened because you're still belonging to the different unions and competing with them. But in the lore, it's still one union, and it's called Union Cross. Ba 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 ba. He said the thing. He said it. Wow. Roll credits, baby. I'm lurking for education. Hey, Brian. Yeah, feel free to continue to lurk. It's a lot of education. I'll probably post all these whiteboards that I'm writing. So the 5 new union leaders, they're in the New Daybreak Town. They retain the memory. They don't know at first, but they do find out that it's all a simulation, that it is a digital Daybreak Town, and the Disney worlds that all the Keyblade wielders are going to are also digital recreations. It's a wild Matrix time, but they're all alive. God. So yeah, they keep everyone in one union. That union is Union Cross. Bah, bah, bah. Wow, there it is. Union Cross, baby. Oh my god, it all makes sense. Da 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 da. And so the 5 new union leaders are. We've met Ephemer. Ba 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 ba. Oh, I'm gonna need to not write this big. They are Scald. They are Brain. Not Brian, it's Brain. He's literally Brain. I mean, pretty metal name to have. He'd be like, yo, Brain. That's not a nickname, that is your name. They also have, dun dun dun, Lorium. Hold on, I'll get to it in a second. They have Brain. Oh, shoot, that's too much of an overlap. They have Scald and Ephemer, who we have met before. They have Brain, who hides his face at first, so you're like, is he, like, evil or something? He's doing that evil, like, shade over the eyes thing. And finally, the final new union leader, fucking Ventus. Ventus from Birth by Sleep walks up and he's like, hey guys, I guess I'm a new union leader because I was given this note by Ava and yeah, here I am as a new union leader. And everyone in the Kingdom Hearts fandom said, excuse me? What do you mean Ventus? How is he there? He's in Birth by Sleep. This is thousands of years in the past. What is happening? But there's also another confusing thing because Lorium is the somebody version of Marluxia. Remember that pink-haired, jerk-face, rose-obsessed dude from Chain of Memories? That's him. His somebody child version is also a new union leader. So everybody at this point is scratching their fucking heads right now going, what is happening? Lorium is also Strelitzia's brother. Wow, this is some fucking intrigue here. It is a real murder mystery going on here. Strelitzia's brother. Wow. From Birth by Sleep. Although you can tell it's an even younger version of Ventus, I guess, because he has shorter hair. His hair is not as long and wild as it normally is when we see him, but it's shorter, but it's him. It's Ventus. He's still wearing the same clothes and everything. So yeah, these are your 5 new union leaders. I will just write new for Brain because we have never met him before. Ephemer and Scald. We know them. They saved the player character. Brought him over to the Dandelions. Ephemer is the leader of the leaders. Yeah, and they don't split up into 5 unions again. They don't split up into Ursus and Unicornus and all that stuff. Yeah, God, where do I go from here? So I think at this point in the game, there was a lot of like kind of filler stuff in between, you know, once in a blue moon, like maybe once every 2 or 3 months, you'd get a story update and you get a little bit more about these guys. You get a little bit more about what's going on. You get a little bit more. So one of the things that we learn is that Brain was given a book of prophecies. Wow. None of the other new union leaders have it. Just Brain. Book of prophecy. I can spell that. Boy. So you got Ephemer, Scald, Brain, Lorium, Ventus. Brain is new, but he was given a book of prophecy, and in that book he finds the list of people that the Master of Masters wanted to make the new union leaders. So he finds out one of new union leaders is, God, an imposter. That's very sus. I had to make it. I had to make the joke. I'm so sorry. I had to make that joke. I'm even going to write it down. Sus. Wow. Sorry, that's just how I roll. So yeah, the new union leaders, one of them was not chosen to be the new union leader, but somehow they're there to be the new union leader. Meanwhile, player character's still fucking off, just fighting Heartless in worlds and collecting Lux and shit. How do I explain what happens next? So at some point, because it is a digital recreation of Daybreak Town, at some point glitches start showing up. So the player character is sent to investigate glitches. Like little cube Heartless that are almost reminiscent of the like virus blocks from Kingdom Hearts Coded. They start showing up, and so he's sent to investigate it. And so he ends up goes to Wreck-It Ralph. Wreck-It Ralph world. Wreck-It Ralph is another character we see in Kingdom Hearts 3, so it's interesting to see the connection there. Glitches are the result. Oops. How much time has passed? Wow, only an hour. Okay, great. I'm gonna wrap this up probably in the next one. So we're getting there. So the glitches are a result of New Daybreak Town, Jesus Christ, forcefully connecting to digital worlds. Now, the Master of Masters did not create the New Daybreak Town to connect with them. He just created them to sort of be their own thing, but then they were they connected to other digital worlds like Wreck-It Ralph and stuff, to digital worlds. And, they go through the story of Wreck-It Ralph in the game, and pretty late, I think I would say like the last year or so of the mobile game, you experience the story of Wreck-It Ralph. You meet Ralph in the Fix-It Felix whatever. He's unhappy. He goes into other games like the Time Crisis Call of Duty bug zapping game. I can't remember what's called. Call of the whatever. Call of Bug Zap. He goes there. He steals the medal from there. Honestly, at this point, you're just kind of following Ralph because it seems like wherever he goes, these glitch Heartless keep popping up and shit goes down. So you're trying to track down Ralph and figure out why that's going on. So the Cybugs, they end up escaping. They go into a different world, the Candy world, the Candy Racer world of Vanellope. You see him and her, they develop their friendship. They become friends. He helps her build the thing. But then later on, when he discovers that in order to get the coin back, what is it? I forget what happens. The mean evil king tells him that he's gonna kill Vanellope. Or no. He says that if she enters the race, she'll get deleted because she's a glitch and she's not supposed to exist. So the system will erase her if she tries to enter the race. So Ralph thinks he's protecting her when he smashes her car, and it's really sad because her dreams just got shattered, and she hates him, and he's sad because she's his really only friend. And then you come to find out that he's evil. The evil king is evil. Turns out he's a dude from another game Turbo, who hopped over to this game and replaced the code, yanked out Vanellope's code, and in the Wreck-It Ralph movie, he puts in, I guess, his own code or something, I forget. But in the game, he yanks out Vanellope and shoves in a Heartless code, and so that's why these Heartless glitches keep popping up in this world and spreading to other digital worlds. All because this guy was a jackass and wanted to control this world. So that's how that goes down, and then a Cybug Heartless eventually comes out because the glitches merge with the Cybugs, and then a big Cybug Heartless comes out, and it reflects all your power attacks, which are really the strongest metals you can have at that point in the game, and it's a really giant pain in the ass. You're just like, well, great, now I have to freaking make an entire metal deck just to combat this guy, and it's a giant pain in the butt. But anyway, I digress. But anyway, you end up beating them. You beat them up. Same thing happens in the movie. The Mentos goes into the volcano and causes like the big beam of light that all the Cybugs are like, go into it. Bzz. And because the evil king merged himself with the giant Cybug Heartless, he also goes into the thing. Bzz. Sucks to suck. So that's all happening while the drama with the new union leaders is happening. They come back, and eventually you find out that Ventus is the imposter leader. Ventus, the pure boy, that sweet good boy, is the imposter leader? Wow. You also find out Ventus killed Strelitzia. Huh? What? Bum bum bum! Dun 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 dun. Talk about freaking intrigue, man. Like, holy moly. I'm gonna take a picture of this, and I think we're wrapping it up in the next one, unless we don't. Because that's how life goes sometimes. Sometimes you think you're gonna do something, and then it doesn't happen. Alright, cool. Ventus, sweet boy Ventus, is a murderer. We're all having fun. Okay. So, oh my god. Brian, are you having fun yet? LOL. Sam, I know you're having fun. Isn't this a grand old time? Eat. A blast, LOL. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, so we find out that Ventus, sweet Ventus, a murderer? That's a W, not an M. Jesus Christ. A worderer? Exclamation point, question mark, or question mark, exclamation point? No, obviously. Total Drama rocks. I'm back! Total Drama rocks. Welcome. You even got a new profile picture thing there. I can't even really see it. Is that, I see pink and blue and 2 maybe ears. Hi, welcome. We're talking about Kingdom Hearts Union Cross. It's a doozy. I just spent the last hour talking about it. Probably within the next hour, I'll be starting Kingdom Hearts 3, so that's fun. Ventus, a murderer. Welcome. That's where you're coming in at. Ventus, a murderer? No. Okay, no, he wasn't actually a murderer. Ventus eventually was. He was obviously tricked into it. Tricked, and he is possessed by darkness. Yes, the actual sentient darkness. Now, I'm gonna rewind the clock a little bit. We first meet darkness. Shoot, how do I incorporate this smoothly? Sentient gathering of darkness, the concept, not darkness, the sentient being. First met when shoot, how do I explain this? When Maleficent time traveled to the past. Maleficent time traveled wound up in the new Daybreak Town. And she was like, why can't I've been here the whole time, just thought you would start soon until I checked the title. Oops. Yeah, I'm almost done explaining all this. We're starting to get to the end game here. And then we're gonna hop into Kingdom Hearts 3. But I hope you're doing well. Hi, welcome. Hope things are great over the pond there. Yeah, so Maleficent time traveled. She wound up in new Daybreak Town. And she was like, why can't I take over Enchanted Dominion? It seems like it's not actually working. And that's when Darkness showed up. Darkness with a capital D explained it's not real. And he actually helps Maleficent, I don't know why I said it like that, Maleficent, helps Maleficent escape to the real world and to the future. Escape to real world and future via lifeboat. Now, we've actually seen the lifeboats before. The lifeboats, if you'll recall, way back in Kingdom Hearts 1, at the end of the worlds, at the end of the worlds, there is a room that you encounter that gives some lore in Kingdom Hearts 1. And it's filled with like 5-ish, maybe? I want to say I remember 5 or 6 like cylindrical tubes with like the Heartless, I think it was the Heartless emblem on them, or maybe it was just a regular heart. And we have no idea what they were for or what was up with that. It was just an interesting room that looked like it was in Hollow Bastion that had the lifeboats in it, and they were never mentioned again until now. Are you kidding me? This is like 16 years later, and Nomura was like, oh crap, remember that room with those cool cylinder tubes? Those cool cylinder tubes? Well, they're back, baby. Here's their purpose. They're lifeboats from the Daybreak Towns. Wild. So yeah, Ventus was possessed by Darkness, who then who then murdered Strelitzia and took her, I guess, I forget, pass? Something? He took whatever qualified her to be a union leader. Maybe it was like a letter or something like that, or a instruction from Ava being like, you're a union leader, have fun. So Ventus took that, and that's how he showed up. He's like, I guess I'm a union leader, because he legitimately doesn't remember killing Strelitzia. Because he was possessed bad. Yeah, I'm gonna write that Ventus doesn't remember. Doesn't remember killing Strelitzia. Which is a bummer, because Strelitzia was very pure and very nice, and turns out she was going to be a union leader, along with her brother Laurium, but did not happen. So obviously Laurium's pissed, because he thinks Ventus killed his sister, and Ventus is like, I have vague memories of killing your sister. And so Laurium is like, you killed my sister. And so Laurium's like, now I'm going to kill you, prepare to die. But then obviously everyone stops him from doing that. Because everyone's like, I mean, Ventus is a good person from what we've seen. He's not like evil, and he's actually distraught, and he has guilt and shows remorse about doing it. So something's up. Something hanky's going on here. No, that's too much space. Lorium. Lorium attacks Ventus. Wow. So he's stopped by Skuld, Ephemer, and Brain. Brain was given the Book of Prophecy, but he knows that he wasn't supposed to be given the Book of Prophecy. He surmises that it was Ava's one last act of defiance against the Master of Masters, saying, you know what? I'm going to do the Dandelions. I'll give the new Union leaders, but you know what? I'm going to give the Book of Prophecies to Brain. So suck a dick, but Master of Masters, suck it. And so she gave it to Brain. Brain's smart. Brain is smart. I can't believe that's a sentence that works here. Brain is pretty smart. He decides that he also doesn't want to just go along with the Book of Prophecies and just be like, I don't want to consign all these people to their deaths. I want to actually help. So Brain is like, I will be the... There's like a language pun kind of thing here, but Brain says, I will be the virus that brings this plan down. And I think Brain's name is written with like the kanji for virus or something. Something wordplay happens, and Brain's like, I'm not gonna settle for this either. So I'm gonna write Brain. Smart. Not who Master of Masters intended to have the Book of Prophecies. Yeah, so he's gonna work to try to, you know, take this whole thing down as well. Now, I will write this in red to differentiate it. We have also gotten flashbacks of the Master of Masters. And the Master of Masters, he knows about sentient darkness. Or no, he's not currently. Well, I guess he is, but... So the Master of Masters has been fighting capital D darkness since youth. Now, I'm not going to write this down because it would take up too much space, so if you're listening to this, congratulations, you get some extra little bit that's not on a board. When the Master of Masters was young, darkness, capital D darkness, was a person. They actually existed as a person, but they gave up their physical form and essentially merged or became darkness in order to defeat the light, because obviously it's still an epic tale of light versus dark. And so that is what the sentient darkness is. It's a strong person from the past who gave up their body, personhood, whatever, to merge with the darkness and become darkness. So that's what the Master of Masters has been fighting since he was younger. And then he got older, he trained up some Keyblade Masters, as you do. And yeah, so the Master of Masters, he knows about them. And everything is a plan centuries in the making. And I think what he's referring to is that even the Kingdom Hearts games is kind of part of his plan, because he sees it through the gazing eye and he's like, okay, yes, this will work. It's all part of a plan to defeat darkness once and for all. the Keyblade War has to happen because the Dandelions have to go to this digital world because here's the thing, the darkness... shoot. The lost page of the Book of Prophecies that tells about the traitor, there was no traitor. The Master of Masters wrote that to sow discord within the foretellers. Planned to have darkness possess the foretellers. And the reason he wanted to have them possess the foretellers is because he raised the foretellers himself. Like, they are the ideal strong Keyblade wielders that he wanted darkness to possess because he thought that the foretellers would be able to contain that darkness. In the same way that Riku is able to contain, like, the Ansem Seeker of Darkness in his own heart, he wanted the foretellers to be able to contain the sentient darknesses in their hearts so that the darknesses wouldn't be able to escape, do all the bad shit, blah, 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 blah. Honestly, we saw it happen with Riku. Maybe that's how the Master of Masters got the idea. He's like, oh, look at this dope-ass dude named Riku. He was like, yeah, he was bad at first, but then he like grew up, became an excellent character with lots of excellent character development that everyone loves, and he contains the darkness. My foretellers can do that. Obviously, it didn't shake out that way. So the lost page, the no traitor. I'm just gonna star that. There was no traitor. Wow, what a lie. This whole time we've been trying to figure out who the traitor was, and it was friggin' none of them. It was the Master of Masters saying, there's a traitor. Psych! Yeah, so that's how that shakes. Damn it, I am gonna need another board. Frick! Helps Maleficent escape the real world in the future via a lifeboat. So the sentient darkness pops out of Ventus, and he's like, oh, what's up, fam? I'm Darkness with a capital D. Shoot, how many darkness are there? Because there's more than one sentient darkness. There's like 13, because that would fit with the theme. No. Yeah, I'm trying to remember if there are 13 sentient darknesses. I think that's the case. I think it's the 13. Like, that's the lore from the Keyblade War, is that 13 darknesses fought the 7 lights, and ooh, Kingdom Hearts came out of nowhere. So yeah, 13 darknesses. There are 13 sentient darknesses. One of them ends up traveling to the real world with Maleficent in the lifeboat. So, Darkness and Maleficent escape to real world, which then triggers a failsafe. Uh-oh. So, big bummer there. Yeah, the Master of Masters, everything is a plan, centuries in the making. The Book of Prophecies is not... Book of Prophecies is not a full account of the future. It's only what gazing eye sees. It's only what the gazing eye sees, and what Master of Masters wants darkness to know. Yeah. So the Master of Masters wrote the Book of Prophecies knowing that the darkness would eventually be able to read it. He thought that it would infiltrate foretellers. The foretellers have the Book of Prophecies, and also infiltrate the new Union leaders, who would also, one of them would have the Book of Prophecies. So let's see. That's frick. How many darkness are still in the thing? I think it was 7 darkness got trapped in the new Daybreak Town. Hold on. Where is it? Let's see. Yeah, of the 13 darknesses, the 5 foretellers, Lushu and himself, that's 7 of them. Yep. And then 6 darknesses would be left, 5 of which would inhabit the new Union leaders. So that's 12, and then that means there's 1 remaining. Well, the last would be sealed within the data world. Oh, that's right. So yeah, he created the data world in part to hide the dandelions, which is where the darknesses would then go to also hide out to try to get them. And then the failsafe that triggers is like basically the locking up of the data worlds. Like the new Daybreak Town and all the Disney worlds, all those data worlds would basically become locked. They would collapse. There would be no way to escape to the outside world. And thus it would trap the darkness there. That was his plan. So to recap, there are 13 sentient darknesses. The Master of Masters wanted himself and his 6 apprentices to be possessed by the darkness, but he trained them so that they wouldn't be consumed by it. They would be like Riku. They would be able to resist it and eventually fight it and control it. Blue. Is that blurry? No, that's fine. And then, let's see. So that would be 7 darknesses. That would mean 6 remaining. 5 would then inhabit the new Union leaders, who would do the same as the foretellers. They would hold it. They wouldn't be consumed by it. They would resist it. And then 1 he would leave in the data world to just trap forever, not able to do anything. So that was his plan. And then that didn't happen. So that means currently in the data worlds, there are 6 darknesses. There were 6 darknesses. Because guess what? One of the darknesses hopped in the lifeboat with Maleficent and escaped to the real world. But guess what? The Master of Masters didn't know about that because his gazing eye obviously didn't see Maleficent time travel backwards after being defeated by Sora in Kingdom Hearts 1. Oops. So one of the darknesses has escaped to the real world. So let's see. Darkness. Well, I've already said that they triggered a failsafe. I don't need to take up space with this. Where'd that eraser go? Why do I keep throwing it all the way over here? So, the failsafe is causing collapse. Can you even see this? Yeah, you can kind of see it. Is causing the collapse of the new Daybreak Town. Bummer. Also, there's only 7 lifeboats. And so 7 lifeboats total. one has been used. Six darknesses. Wait, six. Hold on. How many? Oh, no. Sorry. There were only 6 darknesses total in the data world. So, 5 darkness remain in digital world. So Ventus. Let's get back to Ventus. When Ventus wakes up and he finds out that darkness had possessed him and used him to murder Strelitzia to infiltrate the Union leaders and to be able to find out what's going on and how to escape, Ventus does some real hero shit. He forcefully makes darkness repossess him. How do I write that so doesn't take up all the space? Forces darkness to repossess him. His theory is that, hey, you used me so that you could gain shape and that you could get back in here, get into the Union leaders. Well, I'm just going to do the same. I'm going to force you to repossess me so that I can give you shape so that people can strike you down in the future so that you're not just this amorphous blob. And so they never explicitly state it, but I believe that that's the darkness that Ventus has. Ventus travels to the future. Boom, there it is. Ventus does travel to the future because Birth by Sleep is there. Where he is found by Master Xehanort, and Master Xehanort notices the darkness and the light inside Ventus as like, oh, perfect, I'll just split this, and then I'll have my pure darkness and pure light to fight each other to make the Keyblade. So when he splits them, he basically brings that sentient darkness back out. But because he was in Ventus for so long, and Ventus did that to give him form, that's why that darkness became Vanitas. Darkness becomes Vanitas in Birth by Sleep. So that sentient darkness is now Vanitas, who we vanquish. So, yeah, we definitely vanquished Vanitas for now. Kingdom Hearts 3 is coming. Yeah. So it's not explicitly stated, but I believe that the darkness does become Vanitas in Kingdom Hearts 3 because that's how, yeah. So 4 darkness remain. I keep capping and uncapping this marker. I wish I would just make up my mind. So after this, 4 darkness remain. Now, here's the thing. There's 6 lifeboats left. However, when everyone gets to the lifeboats, they find that one of them has been smashed. So, there's only 5 lifeboats. I'm just gonna add. 1 is smashed. And truly, I don't remember why it smashed. Maybe Maleficent broke it before she left. I don't know why she only broke 1. Or the darkness was like, this will really fuck those kids up. So yeah, 1 is smashed. It's 1:30. Okay. Starting Kingdom Hearts 3 soon, I promise. 4 darkness remain. Because 1 is in Ventus, 1 escaped to the outside world with Maleficent. 7 lifeboats total, 1 was used, 1 is smashed. So, 5 lifeboats. And so they figure that it's going to be Lorium, Skuld, Brain, Ephemer, and finally Elrena. Wait, no, Ventus has to go too. Fuck. Who remains? Oh, that's right. I remember what happens now. Okay, so it's Brain, Lorium, Ventus, and Elrena. They take 4 of the lifeboats. So Ventus, Lorium, Elrena, who is actually, she becomes Larxene. That's right, Elrena was also in the distant past. Elrena, the somebody form of Larxene. That's why Larxene and Marluxia go everywhere together, because they've been together since they were Keyblade wielders in the realm, in the Daybreak Town. And Brain. Ephemer, Skuld, and the player character, who has returned from the Wreck-It Ralph world, they are staying behind to fend off the darkness. Because it's trying to escape to the outside world too. But they are very powerful, and they are overwhelming them, so it's not working out so great. And once Brain's in the outside world, he has some quick thinking, and he sends one lifeboat back. Sends one lifeboat back. Yeah. And so now there's 2 lifeboats in digital world. How do I explain this next part? Yep, so Ventus, Lorium, Elrena, Brain, they all go to the lifeboats to the real world. Lifeboats to real world. Oh, God. Okay. Here's what the player character does. I'm going to write this in red because it is very important. The player character pretends to be possessed. They fight Ephemer and Skuld. Actually, the final story mission of Kingdom Hearts Union Cross is the player character fighting Ephemer and Skuld, who are supposed to be very strong Keyblade wielders who are made into Union leaders. So it's pretty amazing that he holds his own against them. But basically, the player character pretends to be possessed, and then he defeats them, and then gets blasted. Fuck. What is it? The player character pretends to be possessed. Ephemer catches on, and then he creates a portal to blast the player character and the 4 darknesses into the connecting, I guess, cable that connects the digital Daybreak Town to the Wreck-It Ralph worlds. So it's in like this kind of in-between place. And now they've already locked the what's the word? They've already locked the cable that leads to the Wreck-It Ralph world so that the glitches and stuff would stop, that wouldn't cause the Daybreak Town to glitch anymore. All that stuff would be taken care of. Blended by Ephemer and Skuld. Ephemer sends the player character and darknesses to data cable. And once inside that data cable, the player character seals it from the inside. From inside. Trapping. So he traps the 4 darknesses. Oh, they threw a hissy fit when he did that. Because they're just trapped in the data cable now. They can't get out. The way to the other places are locked. The way back to Daybreak Town is locked. The darknesses don't have keyblades. They can't unlock it. They weren't keyblade wielders, and then they're just sentient gatherings of darkness at this point. They can't wield a keyblade. There's no way out for them. They've trapped themselves, or they haven't trapped themselves. The player character and Ephemer work together to trap them there. So like that's 4 darknesses in one go. Good job, guys. Unfortunately, that does mean the player character is also trapped there, and the player character does pass away. That is the end of Union Cross. They pass away. So because Brain sent 1 lifeboat back. Hello? Come on, you were doing so well before. Ephemer and Skuld escape to the real world. Now here's the thing. All the lifeboats in the real world, they lead to the future. I don't know how these lifeboats work, but they are like just like of old age. They never say. It's essentially because the failsafe activated for the new Daybreak Town, the whole thing is shutting down, and the whole thing is gonna eventually like fall to darkness. I will explain that in a second. Ephemer Skuld escaped to the real world, where everyone takes lifeboats to the future. These are some fancy freaking devices that they can just take you to the future. The digital versions can take you to the real world. Although, I guess digitizing and coming back from digitizing, those have existed in Kingdom Hearts. You know, you can digitize yourself into space paranoids, or the, what is the word? The grid from Dream Drop Distance. And you can also digitize yourself into the digital Twilight Town. So, you know, the precedent is there. You can do it. It's the whole traveling to the future that's pretty nutty. I won't write this down because I don't know how to write it, but the rules to time travel to the future still apply. You still have to have somebody there that has memories of you, and you also have to have a way of reconstructing your body. Now, I think the lifeboats skip the having to reconstruct your body thing. Like, when they travel to the future, the lifeboats itself preserve your body. So that's how you can get to the future. But you still need, like, somebody with memories of you to whatever future you're going to. They didn't really explain who has memories of each person when they go, but, oh, you know what? I just thought of this. So Maleficent, when she goes to a lifeboat, she fights Lauriam. So she has memories of Lauriam when she goes back to the future. Well, I guess when she goes back to the future, she doesn't really remember it, but the memory of fighting Lauriam is like in her heart or whatever. So when Lauriam does go to Lauriam and Elrena go to the future, Lauriam lands in the future with Maleficent, and then he eventually becomes Marluxia. And then Elrena, because Lauriam is in the future, Elrena goes to where Lauriam is. That's how they end up together, and that's how Elrena also becomes Larxene. Wow. Wow. I just thought of that. That's crazy. Cool. That makes sense. So, the digital worlds fall to darkness because they're collapsing. They're being trapped there. They are, quote unquote, falling to darkness. Sure, it does. It makes sense in my head, okay? Yes, I'm Charlie Day and Always Sunny in Philadelphia, but it makes sense. I'm gonna erase this middle one to make more room. PC and darkness to data cable. Yeah. They sends a lifeboat back. Ephemer and Skuld escape to the real world. Everyone takes lifeboats to the future. So everyone ends up in the future somehow. That's how Ventus ends up in the future. Who has memories of Ventus? Oh my god. I just remembered. Okay, well, I now know why Ventus ends up in the future that he ends up in. So the worlds fall to darkness. And, in order to protect all their Keyblade wielders, because all the Dandelions are still stuck in the new Daybreak Town. They don't have access to the lifeboats. They don't even know the lifeboats exist. They're all trapped. New Daybreak Town falls to darkness. Keyblade wielders protected by Chirithy. So Chirithy, as you'll recall, are the original Dream Eaters. They're the original spirits. They help to protect their Keyblade wielders when the worlds fall to darkness. And the worlds fall to darkness, they can also fall asleep to the dreaming worlds. And so when the Chirithys, the original spirits, help protect their Keyblade wielders, they eventually become Dream Eaters. In the game, when you see all these Chirithy protecting their Keyblade wielders, and they like form like a cocoon around them, they eventually become the Dream Eaters that we see in Dream Drop Distance. So all the Dream Eaters I was creating, all the Dream Eaters I was dismissing and making cry and having fun with and patting on the head and giving food and playing games with, they were freaking kids. They were child soldiers from the past. Kingdom Hearts, baby! Okay, fuck. Jesus Christ. So they became Dream Eaters. Like the Tyrannosaurus Rexes, the Skelter Wilds, the elephants, the lions, the bats, the bats. They were all children. They were all children that were protected by their Chirithy, and they became a new existence. The player character, however, rejects that. He says, "Don't protect me. I'll be okay. I'm ready to pass on." So the player character, when in the data cable falls to darkness and is sealed or whatever, he dies. They die. Sorry. My character was a boy, so he died. Sorry. But if your player character was a girl, she dies. They die. Whatever your player character was, dead. Heckin' dead. PC dies. But that's not the end of that, because when Strong Hearts, when they pass, they die. They permanently die. It's not when they become nobodies and heartless. It's when they die. Their heart, something goes on. God, they reform. Their energy exists. He reincarnates. I'm just gonna say it. Reincarnates as Xehanort. Yep, that's right. The bad guy you've been fighting for 3 Kingdom Hearts games. The bad guy is the reincarnation of your player character from Kingdom Hearts Union Cross. Nomura, you son of a bitch. You master of evil, reincarnates as Xehanort? Really? You see, oh god, in the cinematics, you see the player character's body dissipate, fades. You see like little light particles kind of drift off into the light. and then it kind of reforms, and it's a baby. It's a baby, and somebody in a robe is giving. Is it a woman? I think it's a woman is giving the baby to somebody in a robe. And the robe kind of looks like the brown robe that Ansem Seeker of Darkness is wearing in Kingdom Hearts 1, but it's white, so it's different. It's not the same person. She gives the baby to that robed figure, and that robed figure goes to the Destiny Islands. And then you see that baby become young Xehanort, who then is talking to Ansem Seeker of Darkness in the brown coat, who has time traveled back from the future to tell young Xehanort to go travel the worlds. And you see Xehanort go off, and that's how he becomes a Keyblade wielder in Scala ad Caelum, and then he meets Master Ericus, and then he becomes Master Xehanort, who is the big bad guy that you've been fighting for the past 3 games of numbered Kingdom Hearts games. Oh, my brain! Yeah, it's Kingdom Hearts, baby. That's Kingdom Hearts, baby. And that's why when Ventus travels to the future, he ends up with Master Xehanort. Jesus. Yeah, Jesus is right. That's why he ends up with Master Xehanort in the future, because Master Xehanort is the reincarnation of your player character who has shared adventures and experiences with Ventus, so they have memories of Ventus, and that's how Ventus travels to that future. God freaking dang it. And that's why Ventus ends up in Birth by Sleep. Because time travel. Yep. And Ephemer goes to a future. We don't know who has memories of Ephemer in that future that he goes to. It's left ambiguous. But Ephemer goes on to... By the way, Ephemer is given the Master's Defender Keyblade, which is the Keyblade that Master Ericus wields. He's given that Keyblade by Brain. Brain is the original wielder of that. Brain also goes to the future that we don't know about, or at least I don't remember. It's not clarified for me. But he goes to a future, an undisclosed future, and he creates the organization of Scala ad Caelum. I'm not writing all this down. There's no room to do this. I'm not doing that. I'm just going to say it. Brain goes to the future and creates Scala ad Caelum. He creates the organization of Keyblade wielders that goes on to become the Land of Departure. And does it become the Land of Departure? It might be separate. It becomes the Land of Departure. It creates the Keyblade wielders that eventually leads to Master Ericus, who then trains Terra and Aqua and Ventus. And then the Land of Departure becomes Castle Oblivion because woo. And that's where Ephemer lands. He lands in Scala ad Caelum. There's a giant statue of Ephemer in Scala ad Caelum. So there's plenty of people with memories of Ephemer in Scala ad Caelum. So that's where he goes. He joins that organization. He also becomes a master there. And then I have a theory that he might become another character in Kingdom Hearts Dark Road, but I'm not talking about that game because that story isn't finished yet. Yeah, so he goes there. Elrena, Lorium, they go to the future with Maleficent. They become Marluxia and Lorxine. Ventus goes to the future with Master Xehanort because Master Xehanort is actually your player character. The 4 darknesses are locked in the data cable. 1 darkness escaped to the real world with Maleficent. We don't know what happened to that darkness. 1 darkness becomes Vanitas. And then there's still the 7 darknesses that we don't know about that are supposed to possess the Master of Masters and the 6 foretellers. Maybe they did possess them. I don't know. Maybe that's why they have darkness in them. But yeah, that's the mobile games. An hour and 15 minutes has passed. Do I even want to start Kingdom Hearts 3 at this point? The answer is yes. I still want to play it because it's still fun. All right, let me take a picture of this. LOL. My PlayStation 5 has gone into sleep mode in the time that it has taken for me to talk about all this. What a fun time. So let's let's jump into it. Drink some water, stay hydrated. I've been talking for a long time. What is this? Why does it look like this? What is happening? Hello? Hello? Okay, that's where that's supposed to be. Why is this like this? Why do you do this? Is it, I'm gonna unplug and replug it back to the HDMI. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Go away for a second. Now come back to me. Why are you... Where is it? Elgato. Okay. Yep. Elgato game capture. Yep. Configure. Yep. And so the PlayStation. Yep. And stretch. No, don't stretch. Okay, that changed my thing. That didn't change anything here. Why are you doing this to me? Huh? Why are you doing this? Now I gotta edit this live. This is boring. Nobody wants to see this. Okay. Yep. Boop. Nope. Yep. Okay. Does that fit? Everything looks like it fits? Great. All right. Kingdom Hearts 3, it's beautiful. Oh my god, shush, go away. Oh, look at it. That's the... Just Sora is the original Kingdom Hearts 3 before you stream. I guess I'll read this. Blah, blah, blah. Copyrighted work. You are free to stream this game, non-commercial. However, using streams primarily to provide or listen to the music is prohibited. Speaking of music, Spotify's still going that I've forgotten about this whole time. Oh, wow. Goodness gracious. Great balls of fire. Yeah, so Brian, I hope you enjoyed that lore dump of the mobile games. It was quite a thing. So I'm going to start a new game. You can carry over these elements from existing clear game data. Will you do that? Yes, I will. You know why I will do that? Because I'm going to do it on critical mode. Because I hate myself. That was going to be fun. Okay. This is the one with the most playtime. Okay, here we go. Here we go. You can adjust the brightness later. Great. Good to know. Thank you for letting me know. Thank you for telling me this. My friends are my power. Oh yeah, in Kingdom Hearts 3, there's all this. I think it's called Kingstagram. But it's basically Instagram, but with moments from Kingdom Hearts series. And the hashtags are with hearts, all for one, hashtag one for all. Wow. My friends are my power. Kingstagram? Yeah, Kingdom Heartstagram. Alright, so here's the intro cinematic. It's freaking beautiful! God, they said, yeah, the next Kingdom Hearts entry is gonna be on PlayStation 4, but it's gonna be at the end of the era. We're gonna freaking max out this baby. We're gonna push it to the limits. It is beautiful. So that's Scala Odd Kite. This is what Brain turned the remains of Daybreak Town into. It's really cool. Look at all the cable cars. I think Nomura had designs for this ever since Kingdom Hearts 1 or 2. But then was never able to fit it in. But now he did. Good on him. Kingstagram? I love that you said it twice.
The ancient Keyblade War.
Because you just can't believe it.
Of course I have. Long ago, Keyblade wielders waged a war over the ownership of light.
That was the unions fighting each other for Lux.
The master's favorite story.
Their master's name is Odin.
I wonder what they
because of
planned
course
on
it is.
doing with Kingdom Hearts after making it appear. Who knows? I don't get why anyone would initiate a war. So, you know the Lost Masters?
The foretellers.
Who?
How do you
They're
not
the
know?
ones who started the Keyblade War.
Oh, that's right.
Never heard of them. Where'd you hear about that? Or, they're the ones for whom the war started.
Look at these
I'm
fancy
not
chess
following
pieces. I want them.
You can drop the facade. Facade?
The
On
face
that land
age.
shall darkness prevail and light expire. A prospective Keyblade master should know this. If you say so. The gazing eye sees the fate of the world.
There it is.
The
Gazing
future.
eye.
It's already been written.
There's no name.
Really? I'm not so sure about that.
Which means at some point Lushu infiltrated
Besides, who's to say I can't
Scala
change
at
it?
Kailum.
And maybe light will prevail. Pretty confident. But things aren't in your favor.
No name is such a lame Keyblade
Perhaps,
name,
but
LMFAO.
unlike darkness, there is more
Uh,
light than meets the eye.
I didn't talk about it in the thing, but I'll talk about it in a
You
second.
might be surprised.
Oh, I hope so.
Ooh, there's the crown representing Sora, and there's the goat head, I guess, representing, yep. Oh, this is beautiful, but this is one of those copyright songs that we can't listen to. But honestly, my last stream, I just listened to a song while talking over it because I didn't care at that point, and nothing happened. I didn't get any strike, so I'm just gonna turn it down, and then I'll talk over it, and then we'll still, yeah, if you want to. You can look up this video elsewhere to watch it.
They can take your world. They can take your heart. Cut you loose from all you know. But if it's your fate, then every step forward will always be a step closer to home.
This song is dope. It was co-produced by Skrillex, and that's really cool in my head. But yeah, so the the reason it's called No Name is because when the Master of Masters gave it to Lushu to carry into the future, he said, "Here, take this gazing eye," and he was referring to the eye in the Keyblade. Oh, look at all the scenes from all the different games, like Birth by Sleep. Oh, sad Terra Nort. Oh no, Terra, no. So yeah, when he gave it to Lushu, Lushu was like, "Oh, this Keyblade's called the Gazing Eye," and the Master of Masters was like, "What? Oh no, I'm just talking about the eye. The Keyblade doesn't really have a name." And so Lushu, as a joke, was like, "Huh, okay, I'll just call it No Name." And then the Master of Masters was like, "All right, you do whatever you want." And Lushu was like, okay, all right, fine, I'll call it No Name." And now it's called No Name. That's how it's called No Name. But yeah, No Name has the gazing eye. But interestingly enough, other Keyblades also have a gazing eye in them. So it's like, are those the same gazing eye? Did the Master of Masters create more gazing eyes? Are they not his actual eyes? Like Riku's Dark Eater and the, wait, no. It's just Dark Eater, I think, that has this. But the Dark Eater has a gazing eye in the pommel of the sword. But in the Void Gear, yes, Vanitas' Keyblade Void Gear, there's also a gazing eye in it at the hilt, but also at the top. I can't remember, but there's gazing eye there too. And interestingly enough, one of Terra's Keyblades also has a gazing eye in it. I don't remember which one it is or what it's called, but it's one of the Keyblades he gets after he has that episode of Darkness against Master Ericus. So it's very interesting that the gazing eye is only in Keyblades and swords related to darkness. I'm not aware of any Keyblade of light that has a gazing eye in it. That is very interesting lore there. If you've been enjoying this intro cinematic, it's really cool, gathering all the different heroes of light. And even though it's on a chessboard right now, it's pretty close to what happens in the actual game. It's like, what is the word I'm thinking of? It has, allegories, the mirrors, I guess? It has other repercussions. Yeah. But anyway, yeah. Intro cinematic, super duper cool, super awesome. You got Master Xehanort there with all the other dudes there. I'm gonna stop talking, but because I'm gonna stop talking, I'm gonna mute the thing. Yeah, I think you see in the Way to Dawn back there, Riku's doesn't have a gazing eye in it. And there's young Xehanort, while he's still at Scala ad Caelum. Neat. I forget who young Xehanort's voiced by, but I remember that young Ericus is voiced by Drake Bell, of all people. Isn't that wild? Drake Bell, weren't you Nickelodeon? What are you doing in Disney? Alright, let me bring this back up to the sound level I like it at. Oh, look at this Kingdom Hearts 1 Sora. Frick, Spotify's still on. Thank you, Sam. I would be lost without her. There are 7 hearts to save. Who said that? Hello? A mirror with Kingdom Hearts 2, Sora. You're welcome, LOL. Yes, you would. Yeah. I know how to play the game. Boop bop, boop bop, boop bop bop. When a situation command, but bop bop bop, it's a reaction command. It's weird to see his spiky hair point the opposite way. There we go. That's the proper direction Sora that I recognize, that I'm familiar with. Oh yeah, all this stuff. Yay, look at that. Light. I also left out some other stuff regarding Lushu, but I'll talk about it when it becomes relevant again.
Yeah.
What do you desire? What is this? Wisdom? Sharp mind that will grant you the mastery of wondrous power. Is this like the magic thing? I do kind of want to look this up real quick so that I can plan this out, because if it's going to be critical mode, it's going to be tough as heck. Kingdom Hearts 3 beginning choices. Da 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 da. So let's see. That is wisdom. What is this? Strength or vitality? A rugged body that will endure even the toughest of challenges. I forgot what voice I was doing. No. Or, I think balance. Balance. A body of mind and equal blah 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 blah. No. Well, honestly, balance might be the best. I think it just... This choice just affects... just affects my stats. I don't think it affects my growth. Magic, wisdom will have better magic and lower HP at the start. Honestly, I think I need the most HP I can get. Stat growth upon level up. But I do want to focus on magic because magic is very strong. Yeah, I'm gonna go with balance so that I can get at least above 100 HP. And then all my stats are kind of equally grow as they level up. So that if I use my MP and I'm waiting for it to regenerate, I can still whack them. Ooh, the second question. Oh, remember when you fought Roxas? Oh, there's freaking Clue back there. Oh wait, no, that's not Clue. That's the other one. What's the name? Jeff Bridges' character's actual name. What power do you seek? Now this one I am gonna go with Mystic. Because with that, magical consumption is decreased by 1 per continuous use. So if I just keep firing off like fires, like the amount of MP it takes up just keeps decreasing. I don't remember which is which. What is this? Power of the Guardian, kindness to aid friends. Is this the power you seek? No! Power of the Warrior, invincible courage. And with Warrior, the maximum number of combos on the ground is increased by 1. It's just a ground combo plus 1. That's all that is. Guardian also is basically when you have critical health, you take less damage. That's fine. The power of the Mystic, inner strength. Is this the power you seek? Yes. Because that is not a common ability. Just continuously firing magic? Heck yeah. And now because I have Remind, I get this third choice. Freaking goofy mustache. What kind of adventure do you seek? Choose your playstyle. 1. The usual adventure. Play without using the DLC premium menu. 2. Easy adventure. Play using the easy codes in the DLC premium menu. Use features like auto, HP, and MP recovery for an easier game experience. 3. Challenging adventure. Play using the pro codes in the DLC premium menu. Use features like defense always being set to 0 for a challenging game experience. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh, whoa, I have air dodge now. Do I have dodge roll? Yeah, wow. Look at that. All my stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the easy codes. Sorry, fam. I can turn the easy codes off, obviously, at any point, but if I start to get to a boss that's taking an hour again, then I'm gonna turn on some easy codes. Like, I'll say I get 3 chances at normal. If I keep dying, I'll turn on 1 easy code. I have another save file, I think, with the pro codes, so it'll be fine. Is this who you are? Yes. Oh. Because I'm already playing in critical mode, man. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be difficult. Oh. Hey, this is a reflection of Kingdom Hearts 1 when he runs towards the water and Riku is there in the water. Because the water represents darkness, I guess? Oh, look, it's the final world. And they're like, we're gonna show off with the reflection of this water. It is beautiful. Oh, we got some baddies. Premium menu, easy codes. There are 2 general types of easy codes. Find the codes you want to use and set them freely. Battle codes that affect battles. Support codes that are non-battle related, such as setting all shop items to half price. Merits can be earned by completing certain challenges using easy codes. Interesting. Aerial challenge has been unlocked. When battle codes are turned on, certain trophies cannot be obtained. Guess what? I already got the platinum for this game. I don't care. When Gummy Ship Meister's code is turned on, you will no longer be able to obtain the trophy salvager with the save data. I don't need it, baby. I can defeat them with one hit. Wow. Enemy attacks are automatically blocked. Your whole team's HP automatically regenerates. MP automatically regenerates. I'm going to turn that on. Focus regenerates. I'm going to turn that on. Form change gauge increases over time. I'll leave that off. Attractions, honestly, I'll probably utilize them in critical mode, but they can get old real fast. Team commands appear more frequently. Nope. Rage command appears more frequently. Nah. Links fast for a much longer... Oh, links last. The AP cost of all abilities is reduced to 0. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm gonna leave that off, but in the air without landing. Oh, that's cool. Oh, whoa, other things. You will always earn an excellent rating when cooking with Little Chef. I want that, but later. Strength and magic are tripled for both allies and enemies. So the higher level you are, the more of an advantage you get over them. All shop items are half price. I like that. Gummy Ship Meister. Your editor. Your Gummy Ship level is set to 99. Your inventory is set to maximum. Oh, shoot. That'll be fun for later. Combat basics. Attacking. Press X while attack is selected to attack the source keyblade. After landing and attack, you can keep pressing the button to chain together a combo. Yep. Yeah, this is basic stuff. Do I have... I don't have quick commands for magic yet. Oh, no. Oh, it's the clear dark side. Yeah. It's this guy. Now, I'm pretty sure in this battle I have to get perfectly. Because, if I get hit once, that's enough to kill me. Ooh. Oh, no. Don't hit me. Don't hit me. Oh, get out of there. Ow. Okay, it's not enough to kill me outright, but it damages me a lot. But I have HP regeneration on. Yeah, you can call it cheating, but I don't care. Yeah! And I got magic. Do you seek further guidance? Help me remember. Help me remember what? Oh, it's all the different stories. So yeah, this is the original Kingdom Hearts. It's not a movie, is it? Is it a movie? I don't need to watch a movie. Oh, it's Chirithy! It's a Chirithy! That's what Chirithys look like.
Do you remember this story?
I will always recognize this voice actor as the voice actor for,
It begins with Sora and his friends.
Is her name Kairi?
And Riku.
Her name's Kairi in the English dub
three are
for
inseparable.
Digimon, the original
And they
Digimon.
believe another world is waiting out beyond the sea.
In the Japanese dub, in the
Sora,
original, it's
don't ever
Hikari,
change.
which literally means light, I think. So yeah, I'll always remember this voice actor as the one for
It'll be great.
Kairi.
But then darkness consumes the islands they call
Is it
home
Kairi?
and tears them apart.
I don't remember.
The door is open, Sora. Now we can go to the outside world.
Yep, that's the
Sora
recap
wakes
for
up in
that.
an
So we're just gonna skip all that. We remember. If you don't remember, I've got streams. You can go watch a dozen hours of the gameplay and story. And also, honestly, on YouTube, there's entire movie collections. There's like, hey, it's all the cutscenes from Kingdom Hearts 1. Go watch them if you want. But then you won't have my lovely commentary and screaming and cursing.
Xehanort, there are allies we must gather, acting now to rouse them from their slumber.
This is
We have
basically the ending to
discussed this
Fragmentary
before,
Passage.
Sora. Your Mark of Mastery exam was conducted in the hopes you would acquire the power to wake them. However, the darkness nearly took control of you,
That's
and
awkward.
your grasp of your new abilities leaves much to be desired. Furthermore, Xehanort nearly made you his vessel, and in the process stripped you of most of the power you had gained by then. I suspect you have already noticed this, correct? But first, you must regain all the strength you have lost.
Yeah.
Perhaps it is foolish to expect a complete recovery.
This is the excuse
It
to
is
start Sora
absolutely
at level
vital
1
you
again.
perfect one power, the power of waking.
But honestly, it's the prologues to just bring Sora back up to speed, and so in-game they're just like, yeah, you regain some strength.
A true
Dumb.
hero to whom you ought to pay a visit. Perhaps he can point you in the right direction.
Yeah, lore-wise, once Sora gets his new clothes, he's basically considered like back up to speed.
You can count on
Even
us
if he's
to
still
take
level
care
like
of
20
Sora.
instead of
I
99.
would have it no other way. I put Sora in your hands.
It is a silly reason, but
Oh, this is gonna be lots of
I mean,
fun.
it's a reason to get him
It's
to go
not a
visit
vacation.
Hercules and stuff.
Let's go.
And you know, it incorporates the Disney worlds in like an actual meaningful way in which like, hey, the experiences of these Disney characters actually matter to the original characters. But they still call my boy dumb.
How are we supposed to get there now?
Look, he's been an airhead throughout the whole series. That's not.
Looks like all the old highways are closed.
They haven't
Did Master Yen Sid say that Sora
changed
should
that.
trust the guidance his heart gives?
Come on, Sora. Which way?
But he's not that dumb.
Would you get serious?
Give me a break. I'm trying. These things take time.
Well, since we've already been before, why don't you try picturing our friends like we're there?
My theory is that we have, obviously, since the time we met Sora originally, we have grown and matured
Sorry. I
way
got
faster and
nothing.
more than
What did
Sora
you
has in
expect?
these like 2 years in universe.
May your heart be your guiding
So
key.
the fact that he hasn't like caught up with
What's
us
that?
kind of
Master
is
Yen
weird.
Sid always said that. Right before we went off on any of our real important adventures.
But like after having
Really?
played all of these in like the last 6 months,
Ring a bell?
7, 8 months, it's like, you know,
Maybe I just imagined it.
he doesn't immediately become as big
May
of
my
a
heart be my
mature
guiding
person
key.
immediately.
I got it. All right. Olympus Coliseum, here we come.
God, this slap in the face. Kingdom Hearts 2.9. We did 2.8, a fragmentary passage. Wait, no. No, the 2.8 collection.
At long last, the time had come. The planets were edging into perfect alignment.
And then they're like,
And the
nope,
plan
not quite
Hades
3, it's
devised
2.9.
18 years ago was about to reach fruition. The Fates had predicted this very future, the day he would seize control of Olympus and rule over all the cosmos. Hades' previous attempts, using Terra, Cloud, and Auron to advance his plans for conquest, had failed. The hour was not yet right. But now the planets were aligned, and nothing could possibly go wrong. A wave of darkness
Oh
slides
yeah,
down
nothing
from
could
their
go
celestial
wrong.
rank.
Certainly not
By
the same
one,
people who
Hades freed
foil
the
his
Titans
plans
from their
every
prison.
single time.
Some of them, the same monstrosities that Sora and his friends had already fought and bested before.
This is
With
wild.
both the Titans and his longing
narration.
for vengeance against Zeus reinvigorated, Hades began his attack on Olympus.
Does this narrator ever come back for a different thing? Or is it just that? Aw, look at little Sora and his Kingdom Hearts Union Cross style avatar up there. Continue game. Also, since I'm running this on PS5, I think the load times are going to be shorter, maybe cut in half. Because I remember in the past, it's like, you got to wait for a full minute reading this Instagram thing.
Nope. Looks like we missed the Colosseum.
You're in a cave. I could write a book on how they did my boy dirty,
Was a little off
LMFAO.
again. Sorry. We'll find him. But we need to go.
We gotta go. I've also heard reviews about how the dubbing in this is a little
Up is the usual direction.
wonky.
Well,
But, and
never
I
hurts
mentioned
to
this
have your
before,
head
I
in
think
the
it's because
clouds.
they've had to more closely dub to their
Exactly.
lip flaps. So it was a little harder for them to do natural
Hey, we're leaving.
natural acting when they have to sort of conform to exact timing. Like Donald and Goofy, their mouths have always just been like, so for them it was just like, yeah, just make sure it fits in this allotted time. But for some of the others, they have to be like, okay, some of these lip
Sora,
flaps have
we
to be
don't have time for side
more
trips.
exact. Oh boy, do I have magic? No, my shortcuts aren't set. Okay, now I can access the easy, blah blah blah, abilities. Counter slash, quick slash. All right, wow, look at all these stuff I start with in critical mode. Nice. Nice, nice. Equipment. There's the Kingdom Key. There's Midnight Blue, which is basically Starseeker. And now, I have all this other stuff. How about Ultima Weapon? I just have Ultima Weapon on hand, just in case, every time. I'll bring out Oathkeeper. Don't have anything. I'll just put that there anyway. Don't have armor. What level is this at? Because you can upgrade your Keyblades in this. Oh, there's Shooting Star. Not Midnight Blue, Shooting Star. Second form, M. Counter Shield. Second form, S. Starlight. Oh, I love Starlight. Starlight, Starbright. Wow. Is that Classic Tone really is the strongest magic I have? Ultimate Weapon is obviously the strongest I have. Kingdom Heat, too weak. You know what? Screw it. In case I ever need it, I'll just have Ultima Weapon on hand. But for now, I'll go with Oathkeeper. Magic, Fire, Water, shortcut. What is my usual? I think Circle is usually heal for me, so I'll do Water. Then Triangle is Fire. That's what I'll go with. Go wild. No. Well, actually, Goofy can go wild, but Donald... Yeah. Okay. Yep, that sounds good. Wait, can you go away now? I've already selected you, or I've already looked at you. Does this make it go away? Ugh. Okay, I did make some of the stuff go away. Arrow recovery, Keyblade changes. Yep, I'll get the hang of it. I'll get back into it. Okay. Don't mind me, just starting the game with the ultimate weapon. Alright, classic tone. Ooh! Get away from me. He's flying, guys. Fire! Ow! Jeez, one hit from that shadow took out almost half my health. Oh, no! I can't dodge roll out of it. I've already died. I have already died. I have already died. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Well, at least it gives me the retry. It doesn't just send me to the beginning of the stage I was in. F. Yeah, F is right. Look, critical mode ain't nothing to sneeze at. Like in other games, you start, like the game started with a critical mode, so it was like, all right, it's balanced. And this one, they were like, everyone's clamoring for a critical mode, saying this game's too easy. You want hard? We'll give you hard. Yeah, that's right. 2 hits from a shadow and you're dead. Boom, got it. Maximum HP. Also, I want my form shifts. Give me my form changes. Open the main menu to use and equip items you find. Okay. Oh, I got crafting materials. What abilities have I not looked at yet? Oh, magic combo thrift. I want it. I want it. I want it. I want it. It's even more mystic stuff where I can just keep reducing the MP I use. I'm not gonna use counter slash a lot right now. Boop. Thrifty, baby. Getting thrifty. Oh. Ah, yes. The free running slash the flow motion almost of this game. Yeah. But they took out the whole dash into a wall, jump off it, dash into a wall, jump off it. They're just like, you can dash into a wall and then dash off of it. No more freewheeling 3D movement. Do 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 do. Wait. Do do do.
Well, I think we might be going in circles.
Did I make a turn at the wrong rock? Hey, Hercules! Where are you?
Donald, why are you mad at Sora? It's not like you know where you are either. Oh, look at these awesome animations. So good. Ah. Zap.
All right, I know I dotted my I's, crossed my T's, zeroed the hero. So what gives? Who could possibly be trying to give me a migraine by yodeling that Yutz's name?
Really? Hades?
That's just you. Oy vey.
It's just us? Even for you, that's cold.
Don't forget, I can always turn up the heat.
Hey, that's
Wait,
his signature
if Hades
thing.
is here, then where's her?
What is everyone's infatuation with that stone? You know,
I
never mind.
do love the
Never
animation
mind.
because
I'm
they can
cool.
be
I'm
way
good.
more.
Because Wonder Boy will be out of my hair soon enough.
So you're
What is
up
the
to
word?
No good again.
Emotional,
Of course
expressive.
he is.
Like Hades just dashing to his like,
easy.
I
What
can't.
is
He
this,
sucks.
Sparta?
It's great.
Kind of on a schedule. Don't have time to toss around the old fire and brimstone. The whole cosmos is basically waiting for me to, you know, conquer it.
Poor Hades. He thinks he can actually pull it off this time.
Where are my titans? Show me your power!
Is it Rock Boy? No, it's Ice Boy. It's all of them. I love the big band of these songs.
That's set him sailing.
Do 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 do. Oh, something's up.
Sailing right to where I left. No biggie. Nice work, boys. So, back to the whole cosmic coup thing?
Hades. It's like, hey, the direction I knocked him in is right where. Ah, whatever.
Really? Are you kidding? Jeez Louise. Seriously, when it rains, it pours. Okay, who's the new pest?
Hey now, that ain't no way to say hello, especially to your old friends.
It's Pete and Maleficent. We just
Perfect.
talked about
Now
Maleficent.
I gotta put up with you too. Funny, I don't remember you doing me any memorable favors.
So one of the things
you
about
can
time
keep your
travel in
heart
this
with
universe,
time.
when you
I'm
return
going
to your
back to my
original time,
plan,
you don't
all right?
remember
So,
like
toodaloo.
your
Exits
experiences,
Hey,
so that you
was
can't
great seeing
travel to
ya.
the past knowing the
Happy
future.
trails!
Wow, I relate to
We
Hades
are
so
not
much.
here for you.
Ugh, I just got
have
rid of
my
one pass.
own
What's going on?
business
Leave me
to
alone.
attend to. All I need to know is if there is a distinctive black box somewhere in this world.
Black box, huh? Black box, black box, black box. Wait, don't tell me. You're after the one Zeus hit on Earth?
Possibly. If I were, where might it be?
Look at these character models. They're beautiful. God. They were like, yeah, well, that's right. We're doing PS4. That's right. We're doing high level. Kingdom Hearts 2 was on the PS2. Now Kingdom Hearts 3 is on the PS4 at the end of its life cycle.
Phew.
Nice catch. Where's Donald?
See? Found him.
Yeah, I guess this counts.
Oh, he missed Donald.
Just a second.
Screaming, 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 annoyed.
You guys are here. Sora, Donald, Goofy. You literally dropped in. Gotta say, I'm impressed.
Thanks.
Like the catch.
Yeah, thanks, Herc. But what's going on?
Thebes is under attack.
Take a guess. Starts with an H.
It's the part of the movie where that one-eyed
I get the
Cyclops
picture.
is just wrecking town.
Actually, we bumped into the H-Stir on the way here.
The H-Stir?
He said something about conquering the whole cosmos.
All of it, huh? Nice of him to show a little self-restraint. Well, Whatever he's planning, I'll send him running back across the sticks.
That's our Herc.
Hey, there's a save point there. Those shining patches on the ground called save points. Branches of the movable shop can be found from world to world. Alright, so let's save. Oh, shoot. What the heck? Okay, so this is my pro... What is it? Wait, no, that's beginner mode. What? I thought I started a critical mode playthrough already. Huh. I think that's with pro codes. Okay, in which case, I don't know, which one of these do I overwrite? Okay, so this is there for a specific reason. I guess this is there for a specific reason? Whatever. The 9th slot is going to be this playthrough. Alright, we'll play for maybe 20 more minutes and then we'll get back to... Then I'll end it. Then I'll wrap it up. Can't synthesize anything yet. Don't have anything. I can buy stuff. I can buy a shield belt. Money! I have a little money. And now I have no money. And I have Hercules with me. Yeah! That's right. In Kingdom Hearts 3, Donald and Goofy don't have to be traded out. It's everyone all at once. So you can have like up to 4 companions at once. It's great. It's a great time. Oh! They missed the opportunity for the boys to wear
Sora,
Herc merch.
is
Oh
there
my
a
god!
reason you guys
Like
are
the little
visiting?
sandals and stuff? That would be great.
I'm guessing it's not just for the cheese and olives.
Oh, yeah.
It sounds like somebody forgot.
I just took my time remembering. Herc, I came here so I could ask you something.
Ask me?
Yeah. Do you remember the last time we were together? You were feeling down and out.
Herc
How'd
lemonade
you get your
too. Oh
strength
my goodness.
back? When
What if you could like
jumped in
cook
and
Herc
saved
lemonade?
Meg?
Huh. That's tough. All I know is that she was in trouble. Suddenly, I wanted to save her with all my heart, but it's not like I could tell you how.
Oh, man.
Oh,
What's
man.
wrong?
All my strength is gone from me, too. That's why I need you. Because I was hoping you might have a solution or something.
I'm sorry, Sora.
Sorry, Sora. Oh boy. The statue!
Let's talk later.
Right.
Sora,
Once we've dealt
Herc
with
is a
these guys.
certified himbo. Yeah, he's not going to be able to explain it to you. Alright. Flow motion. Yeah. Okay. If I remember these from, oh, not fire, oops. From the Aqua Fragmentary Passage. If I get too close to them, they start to just burst into flames near me. And will interrupt me. That said, I attacked anyway. Alright. Throw a potion at me. Stream! That's what I'm doing right now! I'm streaming! Jokes! Get back, Jack. No! Ah. Eep. Get away from me. Got him, okay. Boom! Of course he wouldn't know, LMAO. What are the ellipses for? What did I do? What did I say? Oh. Streaming. I'm streaming.
You're okay.
Hey,
Meg.
it's Meg and Phil and Pegasus.
Boy, that didn't look so fun.
No, not with the Heartless involved. We're just lucky our friend showed up.
Well, what do you know? Sora, Donald, Goofy. Guess I owe you a big thank you.
Meg, you need to stay someplace safe. We'll search the city and make sure everyone manages to get clear of the fire.
Be careful, Wonder Boy.
She's so pretty.
I will.
How do I type my judgy silence?
So, you guys in?
Of course we're in.
Yeah, these character models are pretty. Look at Herc. Look at that
Break a leg,
himbo.
then. Heroes.
Yeah, they're
Phil,
certified heroes now.
You should go with Meg.
So the reason Phil doesn't talk in this game is because they wanted to be respectful that Phil's Japanese voice actor had recently passed away before they recorded the lines
You
for
gotta
this
keep
game.
her safe.
So they just left him without lines instead of replacing him and recasting him. The more you know.
Help!
It's Kingdom Hearts.
Is anyone there?
Hey, I hear a voice.
From which way?
Sad.
Over that way.
Yeah. You know, my first playthrough, I definitely thought that this was gonna be one of those like, oh, that little girl is secretly pain and panic
Oh no!
in disguise.
There's a little girl caught in the fire.
Let's go.
Wait!
It's hero
Running's
time.
too slow.
Then what's the other choice?
I'ma throw you.
Get on that.
Hope so.
I hope so.
Like this?
That's good. Now hold on tight.
Whoa! Maybe we should. I don't think this is a good idea.
Too bad. Hey, Herc, question. Why are you yeeting this giant statue that can potentially land on someone instead of just carrying them and jumping like you did when you caught them? What's that, Herc? A girl is stuck in a well? Time to throw a giant statue.
Yeah, no prob. We better check and see if anyone else needs us.
Oh, yeah?
Well, if it isn't Sora and the King's Pawns.
Maleficent!
If it isn't Miss Fabulous.
Are you the reason the Heartless are here?
Certainly not.
Say, Maleficent, I don't know about his sidekicks, but Kid Keyblader here looks way putier than the last time we saw him.
They can just
I
see
say
his
we
level.
finish him off while we still can.
Waste no time with the boy. He's inconsequential. We have a far more pressing matter to attend to.
Oh, we got to find that black box.
Be silent, you fool! As for you three, we shall meet again. When I have time for such trifles.
If you haven't pieced it together yet, they're searching
And
for the
yous
black
better
box
get
that
your act
Lushu was
together
entrusted
before
with.
then. Later, twerps.
In Union Cross.
It's fine. I can take it.
Oh,
Gorge,
sad
it sure don't
Sora.
Sound like it. Did Pete saying mean things bother you?
Sad Sora.
It's fine. I can take it.
You're gonna get stronger.
No,
We
my
know
boy.
You can take it.
Don't
Yeah.
say that.
Oh, I just said what he said.
I can take it.
Oh, sad Sora.
Thanks.
Sad Sora wants to help people, but he knows he's not strong enough right now yet. But he's getting stronger.
Nice.
Nice. They insulted my boy. Our pure boy. Honestly, I would have loved if this game had delved more into Sora's, like, coping slash dealing with loss and stuff like that, and the pressure he feels he has. Hey, it's a little hurt toy. A little squeezy. All right. Onward. More heartless. Time to drown him in water. Oh, I'm on fire. Why am I on fire? No, stop, put it out. Oh, frick. Gotta be real careful. All right, heal. Goofy's already down. Ow. Oh, my water's still out. My water's out. My water's been turned off. Come on. Okay, I don't know if they still have the dive bomb that they. Oh, there it is. There's the dive bomb. That it was in Fragmentary Passage. Booyah! Maximum HP. God, everything in this game is so clean. It is. Oh my God, what an upgrade to the not mobile, to Birth by Sleep and Dream Drop Distance, the handheld games. Oh. Hey, Goofy's shield blocks fire. Magic.
Fellas, I just got a crazy idea.
Oh, they're introducing team commands now. Oh, and the seamless transition from cutscene into play. I love it. Oh, this game is so great. Like, Kingdom Hearts 2 is still #1 for me, but boy, oh boy, this game is great. Oh, look, I got some celery. Eat your veggies, kids. Do I not have more potions? No, I don't. Okay. Honestly, I might need to rely on items more in this playthrough. Customize. Let's see, I need to do that. So then water can be square and X can be either. Either or. Same opinion here. Yes. Kingdom Hearts 2 always reigns supreme. But Kingdom Hearts 3 is so clean and so fun and so good. Oh, look out. Can I jump? No. Yeah, look at that. Clean. Is clean. Boop. Like, even just the little animations like, oop, he bumped into a wall, just the, oop, and the slide, wee. Now I come over here. Yeah, there's stuff down there. I'll go back over there. Wait, is there something over here? You know what, screw it. I'll just do the dive bomb. Whee! Oh, he didn't do the dive bomb attack. Okay. Boop. God, and you can just run up walls just willy-nilly. Oh. Oh, there's some enemies. Oh, I meant to do a slow motion. Alright, fire! Nice, got him, saved him. Oh, they're coming, more of them. Nice, slow motion. Nice. Clean. So clean. I saved you.
There's others still trapped in the city.
Oh, they did voice acting for all the characters, even the little one-off peoples. Hello, ma'am? No? Okay. Just the man does the talking? Whatever, game. Oh, shoot. These are pot harvests. Not like drugs, but like, whatever. Ooh, an AP boost. Yoink. I'm giving it straight to Sora. Ba-ba-ba. Ooh, while blocking. That's good. Launch projectile blades. That sounds cool, too. I'm gonna do that. Alright. You don't have enough. You don't have any new ones. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Yep. Save. Yep. Give me my form changes. Those are the cool parts. I'm just gonna use the Ultima Blade, because screw it. Is there anything else over here I missed? I don't think so. That's where that slide comes off, and it comes over here. Yeah. And now, here we go.
Here goes!
Whee! Yep. And then we don't want to hit any walls, and then we over here. Goofy, did you land in the fire anyway? You silly goof. Boop. Shield belt, nice. Oh, yes, the little sparkly things just means I can go to it. Oh! Alright, now let's try it again. This time we'll try to veer off to the right. Here. Ow, I bumped it. Ooh!
Gosh, I hope they got insurance.
If there's anybody else stuck out here, we better find them fast.
Goofy knows what insurance is. Insurance exists in universe. What's that? It's cheating that I'm using the Ultima Keyblade? Shut up. I don't have its form shift, so it's not super cheating yet. Alright. Celery! Hey dude, you're good.
Thanks, kid.
Let's go back to Oathkeeper, just because it's so great and classic. Okay, 252. You know what? Let's go ahead and wrap it up there. Man, this game is great. What a fun time I am having. That sounds fake as hell, but it's honest. I am having a great time playing this. It's so clean. It's such an upgrade from the previous games. Boy, oh boy, what a great time this is. The gameplay is mwah, 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 mwah. Chef's kiss. But yeah, thanks so much for joining. I really appreciate it. I'm not really gonna do a recap thing because it's still like the tutorial world of Kingdom Hearts 3. But yeah, next time, Chef's kiss. Oh yes. But yeah, next time I will I'll do a quick recap, and then at the end of next time I'll do the full whiteboard, all that good stuff. Thanks for joining. This has been Kingdom Hearts 3. I won't be streaming next week. I will be out of town, but the week after that I'll probably stream and play more Kingdom Hearts 3. It'll be a great time. This is so much fun. Thanks for joining. Thanks for watching. Have a good one. Have a great weekend. Have a great week. Have a great August. Love you guys, and see you later. Peace out. Whee!